Stay savage, your boy Shinobi Drill. What's poppin'? Today I just woke up and I saw some interesting shit on the motherfucking timeline. Honestly, a lot of you guys probably be like, yo, Shino, you haven't talked about, Naruto the Boruto Strikers that much since, you dropped the initial trailer videos and shit like that. You really ain't give us your personal opinions, your personal insight. And you fucking right, I ain't say shit about it because they ain't shit to say about it. Like, I want to say something, but then I don't want to, say some bad shit. And then you guys, get upset. And then I want to see some good shit. And then have you guys too excited. Then when it comes, it be some bad shit. So right now, I'm just being hush mode until I see something that completely snatches my attention, that completely gives me like my own like excitement for it. So today we're gonna be talking about this leak that dropped. It looks like you can create your own character in Naruto to Boruto Shinobi Strikers. Honestly, you know what I'm saying? That's dope. That's really cool. I like that. I like that. So that's what pushed me to the edge. All my friends are dead. You know what I mean? That's what made me, push me to the edge. And every time I say push me to the edge, I think about my friends dying. But that's what put me on the edge and was like, yo, make the video. Let's go make the video. So right now I'm going to talk about how I feel about the game, and I'm going to talk about how I feel about them adding custom characterization into it. With that being said, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. And with that being said, let's get it.
Whipping all this double bitty chopper. We fuck all you bitches at the trap house. I can't trust you, okay, give you real address. I can't trust you, okay, give you real address. It don't mean that be like Jerry Stacker. I might fall in love with my trap house.
Alright, so straight up off the bat, my boy got some Naruto customizations up in that bitch. Okay, so like, one thing's for certain, whenever they add customizations to a game, it usually sell a person on the fucking game. Like, come on, man, you can't even tell me they're not gonna get nobody to buy that shit. Like, look, how long you been Naruto fans? 15 years plus, right? Now we all on Boruto wave, you know what I'm saying? We on Boruto dick pause, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's like, yo, Boruto, what's good? Everybody's just like trying to get their same feelings that they have for Naruto in terms of the series, in terms of the action. We trying to get that drug addiction, that little itch back from Boruto. Right now it's really slow, it's really dry. I'm actually gonna make a video about that too, but things are gonna start to heat up with that. But we all just sitting there, that's what we want. We want some excitement, and honestly, the game has been dry for a little bit, but now we starting to get Naruto to Boruto Strikers. I'm starting to get my little moods about it. I'm starting to think about it in positive lighting, but I'm also looking at it like, because let's say this, straight off of the back, we get in a game that has no story, just online play. Like, what? Who creates a Naruto game with no fucking story? I mean, I can understand because, pretty much every Naruto game pretty much retraced the story back and forth, and they probably don't want to do the same thing as Dragon Ball Z, because if you play Dragon Ball Z games, it's always the Saiyan Saga, Cell Saga, Saiyan Saga, Frieza Saga, Cell Saga, Buu Saga, and then whatever else after that. If they want to put GT in that bitch, if they want to put Super in that bitch, it always goes in that pattern, unless we had Xenoverse, which they did some different shit, and that was kind of cool, to see that Xenoverse had a story that was just like completely alternated. Like, it would have like the original sagas in it, but like they would go back and they would change some shit. They would have villains go in that corrupt that shit. So that was pretty cool to see, because they was basically getting tired of doing the same shit over and over again. And I guess that's what the creators of this game is trying to go for. But at the same token, you know what I'm saying, you gotta have something that's better than like just online play, because I understand what you're trying to do. You're trying to make a Naruto Xenoverse essentially in its own lighting, because with this game coming out, a lot of people was already saying this was going to be like a Naruto Xenoverse in a way. And just because there's online people in this 4v4, because didn't Dragon Ball Xenoverse had 3v3s, and then they had like the big ass raids in Xenoverse 2 where you go ahead and fight a whole bunch of fucking minions, monsters and shit together, like if you're fighting against Frieza or you're fighting against the giants and shit like that. So right now they're starting to do things that make it similar to Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 and Dragon Ball Xenoverse 1. We got the 4v4s, that's 8 players at a time, so you ain't really got to worry about somebody missing out on the action. Somebody will get a turn eventually, because, you could just rehash all the different players and then incorporate a whole bunch of people into it. That's one thing I would love to say I like about the game, is the fact that you can play with 8 people, and that's really dope. But the thing is, you can play with 8 people, but is it worth it? Is it good? Is it like, something that's going to be entertaining for the person to enjoy? Some shit like that. So another thing that I'm honestly just gonna be sold on right now, if you've been a Naruto fan for like all these years, like I said, character customization is something that's probably gonna make you buy this game. Like, straight up, it ain't no other fucking way. Like, if you don't buy this game, you know what I'm saying, you probably would think to yourself, I could make my own Naruto character, I should buy this game, I should have bought the game, and I feel like a lot of people are getting sold on character customizations. And the one thing my biggest fear on getting sold for customer characterizations, we could buy that shit solely for customer characterizations, and then it could be like complete ass, and you could be looking at the game and you could be like, holy shit, you know, I spent all this money on Naruto the Boruto, I wanted this game to be good, they sold me on custom characterizations and shit like that, I can have my own Naruto character. That shit clean, like, you know what I'm saying. I think that's a lot of reasons a lot of us bought Xenoverse. You know, when they said I could make my own Dragon Ball Z character, I was like, nigga, what? Let's go. I mean, eventually we knew it was gonna come due to the fact that Dragon Ball Heroes and shit like that, like the arcade game and shit like that. But now that, you know, it came to Xenoverse and Xenoverse 2, a lot of people wanted to see that implemented into Naruto. I do know a lot of people kept asking for that to be implemented into this game, and the game is not super like far into its development phases. I think it's maybe like 40%. I do remember when they said, when they made the first initial trailer, they was talking about how the game was only like 10%, 20% done. Like, you know, they wasn't even that far into developing the game, but I feel like it's like 40-50%. So like, this is one of the new mechanics that they decided to incorporate due to the fact that it seems like it's going to be a multiplayer purpose Naruto game. So like, that's one thing that's super iffy, a multiplayer Naruto game. Like, yo, that shit is strange. You know, for the most part, I'm gonna say it could be good, you know, but at the same time, we've had some bad experiences with multiplayer Naruto games. Look at Naruto Online, you know, this is pretty much Naruto Online 2.0, you know what I'm saying, except for we ain't got the point and click shit. But at the same token, if you guys have looked at the gameplay that people have been dropping for it, you know, they got like little cooldown meters and shit like that, almost as if it's an MMO, you know, because like if you ever play like an MMO, you know, you use a skill and after a while I got a cooldown meter. There's no chakra gauge. That's one thing that I've noticed from looking throughout like a lot of different videos. There's no chakra gauge, which, you know, that made it more strategic, more in depth, because if you didn't charge your chakra, you couldn't use a move. Now it's to the point where, you know, you got a cooldown meter. If you use a move, you gotta wait till that bitch cool down, and then your opponent, if he didn't use his fucking move and he still have it, you know, he gonna use his shit while you're sitting there waiting, you know, just kind of in limbo, just like, yo, 30 seconds because I use Rasen Shuriken again, like, you know what I'm saying. So that's kind of iffy, you know, because that makes gameplay a lot more interesting, and it's not as technical as it should be, because a lot of people are trying to make this game competitive in a way. I mean, it's competitive to a certain degree in terms of the team shits, but like, it's not gonna be that super competitive in terms of like hand-to-hand combat. I mean, I've seen some cool shit from Naruto in the trailers and the gameplays and shit like that. You know, he's using all his powers and shit. He was looking cool, you know, he was looking nice. He was looking sleek as fuck. I'm not even gonna discredit the boy for that. But like, it's one of those things where, you know, you start to look into it more, and you start to look at how it's set up. If there was a charge gauge, you know, it'd probably been better in terms of like us being able to get into like some real in-depth combat. But like, since there's like a cooldown meter and shit like that, that shit's kind of weird. So honestly, I got like mixed feelings about this game. A lot of people just keep asking me what's my personal thoughts about this game, how do I feel about this game, you know, Shino, why haven't you really talked about it? I haven't really talked about it because I don't really know what to say about it, because like, I'm one of those people, like, I don't want to say I'm optimistic, but at the same time, I don't want to say like I'm a fucking like a letdown when it comes to games, because I don't want to shit on every game that comes out, and I don't want to praise every game that comes out. I like Naruto a lot, and one of those things is like, this game is kind of iffy. Graphics were iffy, you know what I'm saying. I like the graphics to a certain degree due to the fact that it's more cartoony than like a lot of the other graphics, but then, you know, it's one of those things where it's just like, holy shit, maybe if we had a little bit more technical type shit, it'd have been interesting. Now, honestly, this is probably like a shy opinion. Everybody compares this to Dragon Ball Fighters in a sense, and that's another thing that's making the game fail. To me, in my personal mindset, like a lot of people, like they see Dragon Ball Fighters and they're like, oh yeah, the first technical Dragon Ball Z game, the first, you know, like very hands-on interactive, you know, we gotta really like put in combos. If you don't do it, you can't do all the cool shit. And that's one thing a lot of people keep comparing it to, but what they fail to realize is two different franchises, two different games, you know what I'm saying, and they offer two different things. So like, maybe we'll get a Dragon Ball Fighters version of Naruto in the future, but as of right now, I'm getting tired of seeing people compare that shit. It's just like, oh yeah, y'all getting Naruto the Boruto, that shit trash. Dragon Ball Fighters the wave. So like, I feel like that's another thing that's killing people's vibe with the game. But overall, I'm gonna say I'm looking forward to it. You know, it's just another Naruto game in the franchise. It seems like it'll be cool to play and get to play with viewers. It's not gonna be something that I'm gonna say I'm gonna be fucking ecstatic over. I'm not gonna say the game gonna have a long like life cycle. You know, because most games in Naruto franchise, they do have a decent life cycle. You know, Storm 4 was about a year. It kind of died really quickly because the CC2 was doing some dumb shit. You know, Storm 3, all other Storm games, they had a decent life cycle. And I mean, the Storm itself had a the whole brand for that gaming series had a decent life cycle. I don't know how long the life cycle is going to be for this game. It might be pretty small. I don't know, unless they like pull some shit. You know, they're gonna have to pull some super fire shit. Because if they don't, then it's gonna be one of those things where it's gonna be like, I don't know, guys. Like, what you doing, my boys? Like, you need to get it together, my guys. Like, I don't know. So let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions on them adding custom characterization into that. You know, you get your own custom Naruto characters being that bitch, like, believe it. You know what I'm saying? Let me know how you feel about that. Let me know how you feel about Naruto the Boruto Strikers as a whole, your personal thoughts and your personal opinions, because we really haven't sat there and we really haven't talked about it. So I would love to hear what you guys have to say, and I love to hear what you guys, you know, would like to say on the game and shit like that. So with that being said, my name is Shinobi Intro. Stay true and stay real. Have a blessed day, and until next time, see you guys later. I'm in my motherfucking pajamas. I'm gonna take a motherfucking nap, though.